everybody. How's it going? Oh my goodness. Here we are. I have some work to do. So I am at like my midway point of my morning. Actually, it's afternoon. So there's that. And I'm jumping on live for a little bit so I can go through the rest of this bag of items that I have to resell. I started going through everything yesterday and I made a nice dent in this and then a bag that I had from one of my consignment clients. And then I had to jump off because my kids come home from school and things get crazy. So I have just about 20 minutes now, so I want to get a little bit more done. Let me adjust my screen here. There we go. And then we're going live with Cajun Roots resale for his auction, which I am selling in. I'm not the first one up. We go live at 12:45, and then I'm at the 3 o'clock time slot. So I'm excited for that. I have all of my items staged and ready to go. Some over here for quick grabbing as well. And everything is priced and I'm all organized and I'm excited and ready. And I got some of my morning things done. I wanted to take photos this morning and then I got sucked in on a phone call. I was on hold and I couldn't leave. You know, like you get in the queue and you don't want them to drop you off. And that kind of derailed my morning. But that's mom stuff, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. So don't mind the wrinkle. Let me just take things out of my bag here. I went to a brand new thrift store. It was brand new, as in just opened, and then it was brand new to me as well. And I got a whole bag, 2 bags actually, filled with things to resell, which I'm excited about. I was excited to try like a new spot and see how I liked it. I'm just closing my windows and moving some things around and getting myself organized. And it was good. I'm glad I went. I do feel like the pricing was a little ridiculous, but I was looking over my receipt in more detail yesterday. And even though the pricing on things was crazy, I got some really good finds on the half price and 35% off rack. And overall, I think I'm pleased. I haven't gone through everything yet. We're doing it live here and putting it on my spreadsheet. So I will report back at the end if I think I did well or not. And I got a couple things for my daughter that I want her to try on and see if she likes, and I might be returning those if she doesn't like them. So that can affect the pricing. Okay, I'm just playing with my spreadsheet. So let's jump right in. Hey, Michael, howdy. How's it going? Long time no chat. We were chatting this morning. And hey, thanks for that nice compliment this morning. You're so sweet. I wouldn't say I'm on fire or anything, but I sure do try to keep it interesting as I'm getting through things. I try not to take it too seriously, as you know. Okay, so these I actually paid full price for, and full price for them. Gosh, the pricing was seriously all over the place. And I don't even know how I found it. So I was looking in the kids section for, I keep talking about it, for dance leotards for my daughter. And so I was like on this side of the rack. You know how like some racks are back to back on both sides. So there was like a rail on one side that I was looking through. And then I saw on the other rail, and you know, you can spot Lily Pulitzer from like a mile away. I was like, those are Lily pants. And so are they kid size? Yeah. Are they? Yes, they are. And these look like they could go either way. All right, I'll show you what I got. So I spotted them. So I like abandoned my cart and like ran over to the other side to look. And sure enough, on the kids rack were Lily Pulitzer pants. Yeah, I guess they are kids because they look small. These are a size 10 children, which actually looks like a women's like extra small. They're cropped. They have this cute little belt, but they were only $3.98. So I was like, where did that price come from? Okay, don't mind if I do. So I guess you can find some good gems after all. You just have to look for them. Oh, you know what the other thing was? So it was on the other side of this rack, but it was like behind a pole. There was like a big square cased support pole. And so it was like, so you could see it from my angle because I had a clear view of it, but anybody looking through the rack, if they weren't moving the hangers, they missed it. So I was like, thank you for the pole. All right, they're size 10. And they have a pink belt. The belt attached? No. Yes? No. Michael, what's new in your world today? Oh, Deborah's here. How's it going, Deborah? I said what I said, rock star. Sure, we'll go with that. This is a cute pattern. I know they all have like identifying patterns, but this is like giraffe, flamingo, some kind of bearish thing. I'll put this here. I moved all my stuff around for this auction, and I don't have my trusty chair next to me. Deborah, how's it going? What's new? Stopping in for a thumbs up and a hello. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Good, just clearing up my workspace before Johnny's sale. I was just saying the same thing. Actually, I have I usually have a clear workspace, and now I have a very busy workspace because I have all of my items ready to go. And I'm so glad that I'll be selling alongside you. What is your time slot? Mine's at 3. I think Johnny said this morning, I'm after Dawn from Two Hip Chicks, but I don't know who I'm before. Not that it matters, but I have everything laid out and kind of in order of like what I like things I want to get to first. And I'm going to try to, I don't want to talk too quickly, but I want to like churn through and get through as much as I can. And so then I have like, these are the things that if I have time, I would like to get to, but they're not like, super, not that anything's top priority. I don't want to say it's top priority or not, but things that are, seasonal or whatever. So you're at 4. Oh, okay. We're in the same general time frame. So my daughter, I have them going to like an after school program. They promised me that they would go at least one day a week so that I can get more things done and whatever. And it's good for them, right? Like it's good to do these things. And so she's giving me a hard time. She's like, I really don't want to go today. Meanwhile, my other daughter is like she woke up today. She's like, I'm so excited. You guys have heard me mention before that my youngest daughter is really into aerial silks, those like trapeze, like silk scarf things that they hang from like a hook and then they do all these twirly whirly type things. And they just started doing the aerial silks at her after school program. They actually bus them from one location to another location to do this. And she about lost her mind. She was like, of all the things, like if somebody said to these kids, this is what we're doing, this would be like the number one thing that she would want to do. And I freaked out. I was like, they're doing what with you? Because I'm like, do they have pads? Do they have mats? Like, you can't just execute aerial silks on a whim. You need some safety measures and stuff. So I'm like, I hope they're doing okay. But I think they're just teaching the girls or the kids, I guess all the kids can do it, how to climb up them. Like eventually, you can wrap them around your leg a certain way and then like let go and then tumble down. And in theory, if you've wrapped yourself the right way, it'll catch you. I hope they don't graduate to that anytime soon. Like I really want to trust that they are proficient with their aerial silk stuff before they do the big feats, the big jumps and drops and whatever. As a parent, you just, at a certain point, you have to kind of like let yourself trust that the people who you have entrusted the care of your children to are doing their job. It's just a basic after school program. It's not like she's going to a program at this place. So anyway, so this is Lana, my older one, texting me, I really don't want to go today. I'm like, oh, but I'm doing a live sale with Johnny. You can't be here. You're working exchanges, so if you're slow to respond, forgive you. I don't expect you to hang on my every word, Michael. What does that mean, exchange? So are you like exchange rate, like exchanging money? Or are you doing like airport flight exchanges? Or are you doing something else that's not related to travel agenting? Oh, now I'm curious. I always like knowing what people do. And, some people can be like, I'm in financial planning or whatever. It's like, well, what is like exactly, what do you mean? Are you doing big accounts, like corporate accounts? Are you personal? Or maybe I'm just being nosy. Michael, yesterday when we were chatting, after I got to thinking, I was like, oh, are you commissioned with your other gig? Because then you can, like make up money and whatever. And then you were like, oh, I'm salaried. And I was like, I hope I wasn't getting way too personal. I mean, you know me, you can always say like respectfully decline to answer, or you can actually disrespectfully decline answer if you want. But I hope I wasn't prying. I was just like more thinking about how nice it is to have control over our salaries and our income with reselling. But I was like, oh, I hope I didn't put Michael on the spot by saying like, oh, are you commission or salary? Like people don't always like talking about their work structure. Your after school program was playing in the ditch in the woods and making sure you were home when the streetlights came on. So I have right across the street from my house, like I'm looking out my front window, I have this amazing open, it's not a field because there's trees and woods and stuff. And it's just like this really cool area to play and go and do anything in. There's like a little fort that's in there that some kid built at some point. And I'm just looking at the most beautiful bird. I wish I knew my birds. It's white it might be a male blue jay or female blue jay. Aren't the males the blue ones? And this is like black kind of spotted. Oh, it's so pretty. Anyway, see, I'm not squirrel brained, I'm bird brained. Easily distracted. The field right across from the house that I'm looking at with the birds has like a fort and little rivers and brooks, and there's so much nature out there. So I'm like, kids, go play. I can literally like look out my window and see them because my house is up on a hill. I have like the bird's eye view, speaking of my birds, and it's safe and nature and all of that. And my kids are like, no, thanks, Mom. Like, we'd rather, like, they're not always on electronics either. They just would rather not be outside. I'm like, go build something, make a, mess. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, what are you going to do? Blue dress. I can only try as a mom to get them to go. And then from there, it's up to them. So this was $3.50 after the sale. And it's LL Bean. And I think I saw it selling for like 20-ish. So I thought I would take a chance on it. It's going to be easy to sell because it's wrinkle resistant and it's just like a basic dress. Click picture front, back, and measurements. I don't usually sell LL Bean, but I wanted to give it a go at the $7 price tag. So we're going to see. Okay. Oh, airline ticket exchanges. Oh my gosh. Is that like torture for you, Michael? I told you I was booked this whole trip and I was like, it was painful for me to do it. And then I had to reschedule the date. So I had to call them and change it and whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is painful. I guess you like know exactly what you're doing and you're proficient. Whereas I am like a novice. You're an open book. Oh, I appreciate that. I'm an open book too. It's like, ask me whatever. I'll tell you the mistakes I make and all that. Yes, light blue and white with black spots on the wings. Of course, you know birds too. Is there anything you don't know? What do you know about selling miracle suits? So this one, I think, it's strapless. Sometimes they'll have like hold on. It has a spot for the straps, but the straps were not included. So I took a little bit of a chance on this one as well. Miracle suits have sold well for me in the past. And even though it's not summer, I thought I would chance it. The other thing was that when I was in the store, I could not see the size. It looked like it had faded, and I tried with my flashlight. And so I was like, I'm going to have to see when I get home. Yeah, it looks like it's a size 10. Yep. Oh, is that a 6? 16. Is that an 8? 18. Grr. I'm going to have to do the measurements and then compare it to their size chart. So that was the other thing was when I am in fact taking a chance on this. But this was another one that was $3.50. And I think the last miracle suit I sold it for 40 some odd dollars. So miracle suit, navy, strapless, full piece, bathing suit, and size 16. I'll put it right in the middle. I don't know if it's 10, a 6, or an 8. And it was $3.50. Ta-da, no straps. Let me write that down. No straps. Okay. I know nothing about miracle suits. Finally, I found something that you don't know about. Oh. But you know what? If you were still selling women's clothing, I know you would know all about bathing suits if you chose to sell women's bathing suits, that you'd be proficient in a heartbeat. So oh. Okay, I got this dress either to sell or to keep. Pink, navy, white stripe dress. I'll show you. It's Talbot's, which in the last 4 lives that I've done, I think I've had a Talbot's item in every single video. So, and not all of them are me sourcing. Some of it is like for my consigners, things coming to me. So I don't know if Talbot's is having a moment or what. Actually, I haven't sold any. I've just been sourcing them. So there's that. But isn't this pretty? I got this either to sell or for myself because you guys know I wear dresses all the time in the summer. It's a size 14, which is not exactly my size, but I've been known to cram myself into things that aren't my size because if I like it and I think it's cute, I'll go for it. And this was also on sale for $5, which is better than Goodwill pricing, by the way, for dresses. So, so I was impressed with that. But like I said, then there were things for like $20 and $30, and I was like, what is going on over here? I don't know. I try. Oh, hi, Denise. Hi again. How are you? What's new? What's new in the jewelry world? Do you know Michael? I'm sure you guys know each other. So yesterday I was talking, Bussa Move was in our chat, which was neat to get to know Simone. I hadn't met her before, and she was saying how she lives in a bus. And then yesterday, don't you know, while I'm driving, my daughter had a Girl Scout meeting, and so I was driving to Girl Scouts. I saw so many school buses, and I was like, what would it be like to live in a school bus? And so I'm like, I hope Simone comes back because I have like 100 questions for her. We need to talk and compare notes. Hey, Zach. Hello. You're back. Zach is back. I'm sure you've grown up hearing Zach Attack, right? I have a nephew named Zach, and they always say that. Okay, this is a dress that I got for my daughter, and I don't know if we're going to keep it or not. I'll show you. Okay. Ta-da! And it is green and glitters. So I thought for Christmas, I didn't know if she wanted to dress up or not. It's her size. This brand dress I have sold before. It's Speechless, which is like a young girl's dress. But I thought, what a festive, cute little Christmas dress. So we'll see if she wants it. If not, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could get like $15 for it. It was only quick. What's 35% of $6.98? I don't have my... I thought I saved my receipt. So I'm going to see if she wants to keep it. If not, I might return it because I don't know that I'll sell it for so much. Maybe it'll fit my younger daughter too. I'll have them try it on and see which one, if either of them want it. And we'll go from there. Sorry for the noisy bag. So this was the thrift location that Jennifer told me about. I'm dying to check in with her to see if she's gone and if she's gotten anything from there. Zach, for sure. Do you hate it though? Michael said at his old warehouse, a guy converted a school bus into a portable office. Oh, I love that. Did he have a bathroom in there, or did he go someplace else to use it? And did he have heat? Because that was the thing that Simone was saying, was that she was getting the solar panels put on. So she was in Florida. So I guess that didn't matter so much. Where was your warehouse, Michael? Did it need heat? And electric and stuff? Like, was he using that out of the bus, or how did that work? That's pretty cool, though. Why didn't he just rent warehouse space? Why did he need a bus? Green dress. Here's another one that I got for my older daughter to see if she wanted it. Size 5, 6. And so this was $14.96, but it was half off, and there was a stain on it. And I asked the lady at the store, so look how cute this is. My daughter has been going to like the school dances and stuff, and I just thought that this is like the perfect school dance dress. And you can see there's a stain. It's like very faint here, but I do feel like I can get it out. So I asked her and I said, could I wash it without removing the tags and see if I can, like, if the stain shows signs that it'll come out. And if she wants to keep it, I'll see. Otherwise, I'll just return it. And she said, yeah, that was fine. I could see my daughter totally, absolutely loving this and looking so cute and fancy for the next school dance. So that one, we're not sure if we're keeping yet either. Nah, I'm over it. How's your day going, Zach? What's new? It had a bathroom, a full kitchen, desk space. Oh, was it a full-size bus, or was it like a mini, like a short bus? It was nice. And he worked out in the oil fields. So it was his portable office. Oh, that's cool. So he like drove it, worked out in the fields. He had his little portable office. Okay. Huh. I wonder how common converted school buses are. Simone called them schoolies, like people who are living the bus life are schoolies, which I hadn't heard of before. That was my education moment for the day yesterday. Oh, this is my old warehouse I keep speaking of. Oh, okay, I'm going to have to, hang on. Let me see. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have, I always think it's funny when it says put user in timeout. I'm going to have to, I just pinned it to the top, which is exciting that I know how to do that now, but I want to have to look at it and watch it later. So hold on, I'm pulling it up, but I'm going to LoopNet. Oh, this is just a picture of it. I didn't thought it would be a video. Oh, wow. Damn, it was big. Oh my gosh. How many people were in there with you? Was it just you? Okay. Wow. You're posting. How's things for me? Things are good. I'm getting ready. I'm actually going to jump off in like 2 minutes because I'm getting ready for a live sale with Cajun Roots Reseller, who I think we told you about him last time. His name is Johnny. And so he does a members only rapid fire sale, like where everybody who signs up to sell gets 30 minutes and we just go and sell our items for 30 minutes on YouTube. And then we each are responsible for fulfilling the sale on our own. It's open to everybody, so you don't have to be a member to watch it. Obviously, you just go and watch his channel and he goes live. But this is my second ever live selling experience. I have all my stuff all laid out, priced. It's ready to go, so I can just churn right through. And that's what's going on. So that's my day. So I wanted to get through. I have 2 more things here I wanted to get through and then blast over there. It starts at 12:45. My time slot is 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I do have a couple other things I want to try to price out. And I want to have enough things that I could just keep going. You know, like if I don't want to, I want to have more than enough things than my time allows. You just call them hippies where you're from. Yeah, I'm sure that oh, that's really funny, Zach. I'm sure that there's like so many different like slang terms for people who live in school buses. So I think when Simone was saying it, I forget the context that she said it. She was like, oh, she watches schooly videos on YouTube. And I think that was like the term that was for people who like what, like they create vlogs and videos about it and, talk about what they're doing. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know anything about schooly culture other than the fact that Simone does it, and it sounds cool. This one is a size 14. Okay. Strap. Okay. Hippies. I was saying I'm watching a show on TV called The Garden, Commune or Cults. I think it's Discovery Channel. And it is basically about these people who kind of like live on this commune together, and they have decided to put it on video so that they can grow their commune and get new members in. But then it's like there's arguing and turmoil. I mean, like any society, even if you're living off the grid or whatever, every society has, dynamics and people who have to get along well together and all that. So of course that like goes without saying that there's going to be some kind of points of tension and whatever, especially when you have, I don't know, I felt like there was like at least 20 or 30 people living there. There's little kids, there's adults, there's couples, swingers, there's like a little bit of everything going on there. And they do live off the grid. They'll be like, we're going shopping, and they go dumpster diving for food though. Like, barf. Where's Janine? She could tell us a thing or two about what she finds in the dumpsters. Although she's looking at like Goodwill dumpsters, which I'm assuming are mostly like, not skeevy food stuff. But it's just interesting. Like they weren't shooting or hunting their animals and things. So I don't know. I wonder that it's like, there's got to be a more sustainable way. If you're going to be in a commune living off the grid, is dumpster diving really your best source for food? Like, and then one episode, they were like, we're going shopping. And then they were actually looking for roadkill. And they were like, it has to be fresh. Oh, hell no. Like, that's where I draw the line. It would be worth it. If you guys haven't seen it, it's worth watching because it was kind of odd. But I think it was a fixed season. It was like only 8 episodes or whatever it was. And I don't know if they were trying it out and they were looking to do more, like for the future, like if they were just seeing if there was an interest in it or if this is all, it was just a fixed show. I think the people were kind of upset at times that they had cameras following them. I don't know if that's because they liked their privacy or they couldn't like speak candidly. I don't know, but they were living in buses, living in vans, and eating roadkill and stuff out of dumpsters. So there you have it. And I think reselling is weird. I don't think that that's weird. Maybe the dumpster diving for food is where I draw the line, but 20 of you guys shared the building. Did you get close with some people? I feel like that would be cool to have different coworkers in warehouse. And I'm sure bus folk. Yes, bus folk. I'm sure people were doing all different things in there, right? Like was it like divided up into suites or like little sections of the building into 20 compartments? Because that's kind of cool. I like hearing what other people do and like working alongside them and not necessarily doing the exact same thing. Oh, I had a whack drama. Yeah. Tree. Oh, so you're watching it too. Yeah. Tree is, what's funny? Because so one of the characters, his character name is Tree. Like that's not his God-given name. That's what he asked to be called. And he's like the guy who's public and like face forward and kind of I don't want to say spokesperson, but he's like the one who's gone live on TikTok and stuff to kind of get people to be interested. And he is out there and he's definitely, he's interesting. But then when you hear he's not very well spoken, I don't think he's very well thought out. He just has like a vision of what he wants to do that he thinks it should be the right way, but he's a little odd. Except for the cat. What do you mean? What cat? My cat? They have a cat on the show? I didn't see a cat. Botulism. Yum. You get a little something extra with that. You get your food plus a little extra with the side of E. coli. 10 bays and private offices and 3 offices. Okay. So that's cool. So you had 3 offices inside the warehouse. Man, Michael, we're going to have to compare notes because I am considering every once in a while I get a bee in my bonnet about getting space somewhere. Fruit Loop. Don't sugarcoat him. He is a Fruit Loop. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? Oh, they killed a cat and skinned it. Oh, that's right. That's right. So yeah, so have you, Zach, have you been watching the show, or do you just know about him through social media? Because that was the whole thing. It was like really controversial that they killed a cat, or they found a dead cat or something, and then they skinned it, and people like really chastised him. Wait, yes to which? Yes, you're watching it? Yeah. And they were chastised on social media, I think TikTok or maybe YouTube, that people were like, oh my gosh, you're torturing animals and whatever. And it turned out, according to them, Tree and his entourage of people, that he was like, no, we're not torturing them. We found this cat and it's just like eating a squirrel, or what else would you eat? Possum or whatever. It was eaten so that we could use all of the animal, and then they kept the skin and made a hat or whatever out of it. I think they were like, look, we have, like, they made a bigger, they weren't like, if you kill a deer and you eat the deer and use the deer hide, you're just shooting a deer, eating the deer, using the hide, right? You're not making a whole big thing about it. I think they were sensational about it. Like, oh, this cat. And it became more than just for sustenance. It became like a thing. And people are like, oh my gosh, these crazy people on this commune are butchering cats and whatever. And it became more than I think it could have been. I don't know enough about it for me to like speak to it with any sort of opinion, number one, or factual recounting of what actually happened. But I was saying it yesterday. I list late at night, and I need shows to like keep me stimulated and keep me invested. And this is my latest one. So like it keeps me awake while I'm trying to list. And oh man, I've been so interested, so much so that like I keep having to stop it and rewind it, because I realize I'm focusing on my listings and then I miss something. I'm like, wait, hold on. I need to rehear what these crazy people are saying. It's interesting. And the cool thing is also, and then I have to go, they're letting people, so they're trying to grow this commune. And so they're letting people from the public come in, and they have to like vet them first to make sure that they're cool and that they would meet their standards. But when they come in, then they have like a 10-day trial period. And then if you pass muster, you can stay, and maybe for like another extended period. But then these people come in and they're kind of like trying to take over almost. And I don't know. I feel like you can't come into something, do it for 10 days, and then be like, okay, I'm going to tell you guys what to do. Here's how it all needs to go. I mean, I guess you can, but I don't know. Yeah, but the one hippie said no to anyone hunting because the dumpster diving was paying off. Yeah, you're right. And I think also that was kind of like their perhaps hippy dippy way of being like, oh, we're vegan or vegetarian. We're not going to hunt. We're just going to kill what's already been killed. I don't know. And I'm not vegan or vegetarian, so obviously I don't have personal issues consuming meat products, but I'm sure there was some reason for that. They were also saying that it has to be like a full consensus, like on anything. If any one person says no to something, it's all shut down. So that's an interesting way to rule things and go through life. But anyhow, carnivore for life. Okay. I love it. Oh my gosh. All right, Zach, Michael, Denise. I don't know if Deborah's still here. Anyone who's hanging out, I'm going to go. I encourage everybody to head over to Cajun Roots to hang out for the live sale. Again, I'm going on at 3. So if anybody happens to watch this at a later time and it's before 3, come in and cheer me on. And you can laugh at me / with me as I'm bumbling my way through live selling. But thanks for hanging out and keeping me company while I got through my little mini haul here. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye, guys.